Good morning or afternoon, Stampede Elite families. Thank you for being patient and allowing the middle of this week. Today's our last day of practice. It's Wednesday, March 31st. We'll be having April 1st, April Fool's Day tomorrow. So I wanted to go over in first thing is to thank everyone for the phenomenal event that we put together. I've posted some things online, pictures. If you can, Coach Greg Taylor _23. You can go in there and take a look at some of the events, what we documented in the videos. I thought all of that came out really, really well. Inside of there was a parent meeting that we had. I think I've seen maybe about 15 parents. And so I know that there's information out there that's being passed along. So I felt creating a video, thanks to Heather, who's helped us. And please, let's give Heather a thanks, and I'll get her information. I'm going to put this video online with the actual conversation we'll have now, as well as Heather's contact information in case you guys have any needs for anything, because we're going to open up registration for our tackle developmental program. So, summary of the parent meeting. The developmental tackle football program will start April 12th. Today, March 31st, will be our last day of practice until April 12th. We will open our registration for the season tomorrow, April 1st. And we asked that we have a firm April 9th date to get your payments in. And we'll go into further how to get those payments in. And that developmental program will go from April 12th to July 1. Okay, Mondays and Wednesdays still, and we still will have the weekend program as well. Now, residents, and this is important. As a reminder, what we talked about, the city of Encinitas requires that the club may only register up to 10% of non-residents, meaning Carlsbad, north end of Carlsbad, San Marcos, Vista, Oceanside. So we have to be very careful, making sure your address is on file and that you're in the La Costa Canyon, San Diego Union High School District is very, very important. So we're looking for numbers. We're looking at zip codes here. We're not discouraging you from registering. If you're in between the line, you can pick between Torrey Pines, Cathedral Catholic, La Costa Canyon. You have every right to be a part of this program. If you're going to San Marcos and Vista, unfortunately, we will only be able to take 10% of our roster, and that's going to be first come, first serve basis as of right now. We will take the top 10 out of district registers after we get our total number of registrants, and then we will contact them, letting them know that they made it. If we go over that number, then I will have to, at that time, probably reach out to the parents, explaining to them that we are over our number. I hope you can understand that. Please feel free to contact me if you have any other questions. Upon registration, please be sure to advise which high school your son is planning to attend. Even if he will not be attending in the coming year, we ask that you let us know. Are you particularly going to LCC or Torrey Pines or Cathedral Catholic? That has no bearing on your registration, but it definitely gives us and let us know with your address and what school you're pretending to go to. Because this is a community club team. We have chosen La Costa Canyon to be able to bridge an alliance with, to send kids there with their playbook, with their verbiage and knowledge. So understand that, parents. If you're sitting there, they're not going to get Torrey Pines or Cathedral Catholic learning. It will be completely different. And again, April 12th will be the first day of practice, and we will hand out the pads on that day. So from the 9th, that Friday, to the weekend, Heather and myself, we will compile that list, find out how many student athletes we have. We'll put out another video letting you know where we will meet, the direction, the practice, and how we will get the pads and be able to track them. Sizing will be done probably at the site, right? Once you come to get your pads, there will probably be small, medium, and larges, and there will be other coaches there that will be able to help assist you there. There is a $125 one-time non-refundable pad rental that goes to Pop Warner, right? For 3 months, I believe it's $30 or so, and it's $125 will go on to your registration to be able to cover your pad rental for the 3-month time. April 12th to July 1. A reminder, you are responsible for the management and return of the pads at the end of the season. If your son will continue with Pop Warner, they may keep their pads. That is the main reason why we're getting La Costa Canyon Pop Warner registrants, so that we can know which registrants they have that are crossing over into our program. There is a possibility to then allow those kids to keep their pads so that after July 1, August 1 comes, they still have their pads. If you're a ninth grader already at La Costa Canyon, my son will be a ninth grader. He needs to then return his pads to me. Our parents need to return their pads to me if they're ninth or 10th grader, and then they will go over to the high school for the next season, not Pop Warner. Practices will again remain Monday and Wednesday nights from 7 to 8:30 at the YMCA. Please be advised there could be field changes. Please monitor all of the alerts on our team app page. We're doing weather changes. We are doing event updates. We're asking for information for parents. There's going to be a very intricate part of our communication as team app. The payment options for our developmental season. Because there was some confusion and things have been going on, I took some responsibility because I had got gung-ho about the relationship with La Costa Canyon Pop Warner, and also got gung-ho about Stampede Elite. And when I said that, a lot of parents went in and registered for Pop Warner, paid for Pop Warner, and came back to Stampede Elite like, oh, can we pay the $120? So we got a lot of that stuff communicated, that definitely if you've registered for Pop Warner, you are not supposed to go in and necessarily pay for your registration. There is a pre-register. Parents, pre-register will go into the site, put in the kid's age, what group, the number, the name, your address. They're gonna play. And then at the end, it asks for payment. And in the end, there's a button there, a drop-down menu that says check, or you can click to pay with card. You click check, it will not ask you for any money up front. It just will register and timestamp you into La Costa Canyon Pop Warner's database. That is what we were looking for. And then you will come over to Stampede Elite and pay your fees and dues here for this program that will be happening April to July. So moving forward, to make these things a little easier, because we are changing some things, we're still going to have a 3-month individual payment program for the tackle development program. For example, April, May, June. April, I would pay $175. In April, I also have to pay $125. So that payment, if I'm doing payment options, would be $300 in April, $175 in May, and $175 in June. And you're done with the program for tackle development. You also have an option to pay a little bit of cheaper rate, pay everything up front, including like a $495 3-month fee, and then a $125 fee for your equipment rental, which will be $620. You can choose to pay that and be done with the registration completely. So you have two options. You can pay monthly, which your first month payment will be $300. Your second 2 months will be $175. That will come out a little bit higher than the $620. But for those who pay in one payment option, $620, you pay one time, that covers your pads, that covers the program, and you're done. Then you'll go over to Pop Warner, which would start August, September, October. Those fees and everything at that time by June 30th needs to be taken care of. I'm sure, and I want to stay out of what goes on with La Costa Canyon Pop Warner, because they will give you that information. My job is to inform you of what's going on, all Stampede Elite. So those rentals for the pads, non-negotiable, because I have a contract with Pop Warner. They have contract with other helmet companies. Right now, me being a new upstart business, I don't have the ability to negotiate that. So we're gonna have to use all of La Costa Canyon Pop Warner's gear. And if we run out of that, then I'll have a real issue. But I do think that we'll be fine. Team app. We will be using Team app for all communication schedulings of all events. All players must register along with at least one parent. Search Team app, which is an app store. Go in your app store, search Team app. You want to download Stampede Elite or search for Stampede Elite. Please ensure you complete the information inside, including last name, email address, cell phone. And please double check your current account to confirm that your profile is correct and complete. We're missing emails and a lot of our information, which is important. When we go to hand out pads, we need to have all of this information, families. This video is getting to 10 minutes. Again, we're going to have to do this as this is just an update summary. I feel that it's very important. Pop Warner did give an update, and I have this here. Their fall season will be August, September, October. The coaches are now being interviewed. It is important to register before June 30th. The sooner, the better, to determine how many kids at each division will have and how many teams will be formed. So that's the reason for registering and giving us a number as to how many are going to play tackle football for Pop Warner. If you've registered and paid in full for Pop Warner and thinking you were registering for developmental Stampede Elite, you may contact Pop Warner for a refund. Pop Warner has confirmed that if you've paid all that money, you may not even play tackle for Pop Warner. You can contact them and be able to get a full refund. 7th graders register for 14U. 6th graders would register for 12U. Incoming 9th graders, please speak with Coach DT about additional information. You guys will not have anything to do with Pop Warner. We're going to sign an agreement between Stampede Elite and your parents, just stating that you're going to rent the pads and bring them back in 3 months. That's pretty easy for all of you guys that are over or aged out of Pop Warner. When you register again, we wanted to make sure you click the check button, not to go in and pay for these things until August, right, is when it needs to get paid. Pads and gear from outside parties will not be allowed due to liability issues. We talked about that. That's something that can change in the future. But as of this moment and next year, we do not have any way to bring in any outside sources with pads. So that brings us to an end of this Stampede Elite thing. Look for tomorrow open registration through your team app for the ability to go in and make a payment of $300 or $620. We will keep track of that, and I will put out videos as you guys are off on vacation. I will be having some weekend training with my own kids when I am here in town. If you have a need to want to continue to still work out, please feel free to reach out to me via text message or through team app, and I will let you know or how we can set up ability to work out. Thank you for sitting through this long video. Have a phenomenal day. Let's have a great end to our practice tonight. God bless you. Have a great day.